Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a run with Geis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
They'll drop the throw. Going deep here for Stills. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, this is Geis. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm coming at you.
2nd and 13. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Conley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. There he goes, right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run with Geis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On play action, they'll throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check.
First down, Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Rip left. Shoot.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Murray going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Murray now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing. Available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he finds Stills, complete. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenny Stills, 76 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing again on second down. Murray over the middle here to Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing again, Murray. And caught by Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Murray now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches.
57 to Mike. 57.
Now Murray again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Slam. Check it back or top. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw here. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Third down, here's Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. He can't get him down. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check my 50. Tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Murray. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Murray to air it out again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On 1st and 10, Murray. Complete, Hunter Henry with the ground. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Murray now to throw. Now Brown, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do. But just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
This is Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Geis again. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Geis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
57 to Mike. 57.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Takk McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Safety's creeping.
Here's Geis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Come on, baby.
Back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Let's go. Let's go, watch time.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now this time Murray to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Let's go, Pete. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Boom. Tens the mic.
Watch the backer. Mike Tim.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 29 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 20! And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darius Geis with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taking. Down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 50, 50. Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray steps it. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Double tight, double tight.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquez Marquise Brown. 73 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Following the penalty, it's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
He'll drop to throw. And able to find Conley. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.